Welcome to Boy Time Podcast. We're gonna get litty time, yeah. Oh, it's your Boy Time Podcast. Coming in with the slam dunk of a theme song.
Hi ho ho, it's me, Ben Affleck, back at it again with a new episode of the Boy Time Podcast. And as always, I'm joined by Babby and Paul.
It's us.
We did it. It's a crazy, epic week.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
We did the Summer Game Fest stream, and by we I mean I did that. It was a rousing success.
Millions of views.
Millions of views. We got at least 500 subscribers from it, and now we're able to monetize the podcast, which is great.
Dude, yes.
No swearing or copyrighted music.
That's right. And we actually are excited to bring you our first sponsor of the show. It is Swag Bucks.
Nintendo. Oh,
No, it's not Nintendo.
we didn't get Nintendo.
Ethereum.
Ethereum.
Yeah, Ethereum,
That's
the
it.
crypto coin.
Yeah. You buy Ethereum, and we have no stake in the company at all. It's just a cool little startup I found.
So I found this new site.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they're like the sixth biggest crypto. Actually, no, they're like the third.
Hey, don't hint onto this. I'm trying to pull an Elon right now. I don't know.
Hey,
Ethereum's pretty cool, and Dogecoin and Bitcoin are pretty stupid, and I'm not going to let you buy Teslas with them.
Yeah.
Anyways, before we get into the fun news roundup that we usually do, how was yours guys' week, huh?
Yours is guys's.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
I had a pretty good week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explain.
I turned 21 and got lit.
21.
You were crunked.
I was very crunked.
You were crunked.
I had a little bit too many sweetened twisties, if you will.
Oh, so funny.
I don't know if, honestly, I don't know if any of the stuff I had was like the freaking manliest thing to have. And also, I don't care at all.
Being manly is stupid.
Yeah, I like the fruity drinks. And
If you're gonna drink chemicals, they might as well taste fruity.
that's right. I don't want whiskey.
Yikes. Tastes like dried chestnut or something. I don't know.
Kind of. It's just smoky.
Yes, yeah.
Bear.
Yeah. So it was pretty epic, I guess. But what was even more epic was all of the freaking game news we got this week. Am I right, gamers?
Indeed.
Oh, so epic. And we actually have a lot of epic gaming news to get through. So I guess we'll start where it all started chronologically. Before E3, before Summer Game Fest, we had the epic cinematic Battlefield trailer. I think that was like a day or two before Summer Game Fest. It was like a 3-minute trailer. I probably should have rewatched it because I watched it live when it came out, whenever that was. And I don't really remember much from it except there was giant tornadoes and there was a helicopter that a guy rammed a 4-wheeler into, and I'm like, that sounds pretty fun and cool. And then, flash forward, I think they showed another trailer at Xbox. Was it at Xbox E3?
Yes.
Gameplay trailer.
They showed the gameplay trailer. And it looks decent. I wasn't like super blown away.
Looks
but,
hot.
I mean,
the
storms look like they're gonna be annoying, and I don't know if that's gonna be fun. I guess we'll just have to see when the beta drops, but I can feel that just being like, oh, there's this freaking thing. But who knows?
How many Battlefields have you played? Have you only played the World War II ones?
Yeah, I've just played one, But that's the thing is that I don't know, like, there's the Battlefield epic moments that are like the
Modern
iconic.
Battlefield is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we'll just have to see. But the helicopters also looked like Dudugaka. So, and that's what I like. I like
No,
the
they're
vehicles.
pretty good.
Okay. They looked like they would be really hard to maneuver in the gameplay
No, they're
trailer.
really easy.
I'm just saying that it looked like as like they were lowering and raising the pitch, it looked like it was really slow, and I'm like, that's gonna suck because then everybody's just gonna ram you with a 4-wheeler like they did in the trailer.
No,
I don't think that's gonna be as big of an issue as you think it will.
it's an arcade game. It's really easy to pilot anything.
I know.
Oh yeah, even easier than in GTA 5, which is honestly pretty easy.
I like
GTA's got weird controls though.
It does, but I like it.
But it's still really
Yeah.
easy the second you get it.
Yeah. I don't think any game I've played has actually beat the GTA controls for flying, even though it's really weird. But I've gotten like so used to them. It's like, this is like really fluid. I really like that. But yeah, I think it looked good. I think it's an EA game though, so don't get too out of control excited, I think is my verdict on it. It looked fine.
I've been around the block, so I kind of know. Or it's like the game will be good, but then you're just gonna get shafted by EA constantly afterwards. So
Well, I'm not sure because EA
if
is
the base game is good, then the game's good. But
yeah,
if like there's not enough content, then EA will lock it behind paywalls or something.
yeah. That's the EA strategy. But they're also pulling a Warzone where EA stripped a bunch of studios down. Like they stripped a lot of their Star Wars studios down, which I know nobody else cares about but me. But
Well, Battlefront was trash.
yeah. Well, it was what sucked about that is that they like pulled the Battlefront 2 plug as it was getting good. Like at the cusp of like pulling a No Man's Sky and being like, okay, this is actually passable. We didn't even get to that. It was like just starting to become that where they're like, okay, we've reached our vision and we're done. Also, all the team is going to Battlefield. And then the lead designer was like, yeah, we got shafted. And we were like prepared to keep working on it for like years. I'm like, frick.
Yeah, that's the issue with working with like EA or Activision.
Yeah, they suck.
They keep going. They don't care.
But that does maybe mean good news for Battlefield because DICE was like split up with like half of it working on Battlefield, half of it working on Battlefront. And now the whole studio is on Battlefield. So that might be good. I don't know.
I got some COD devs in there too.
Oh, I don't know who's all making it. I guess.
They're not doing a battle royale, which is amazing.
No battle royale, no single player.
So
It's
they'll
just
actually
multiplayer.
focus on the core gameplay.
Yeah.
Something that Call of Duty's neglected for the past 2 years since their battle royale came out. And they're like, we're just gonna Fortnite this thing and charge you $20 for a skin.
We're gonna put in
It'll work.
Rambo.
And then they made like $1 billion last year out of it.
Yeah. I think that this is better than COD.
Yeah,
it's
for
better.
sure. Well, the next COD's gonna be World War II, and it's gonna be made by the worst studio.
Yeah.
So Battlefield automatically has this here. There's no competition.
Well, maybe Halo because Halo's free.
Actually, Halo's looking hot too.
Halo's coming out. The frickin' grapple hook looks epic, but I'm getting.
I'm just
ahead of
gonna say it.
myself.
Xbox Won E3 before
So
Nintendo
far,
even came out.
yeah,
I don't know if Nintendo can top it, to be honest.
there was some epic
Xbox
things.
surprised me.
I've not been the most avid Xbox supporter. I've been very public in my distaste for the company because they don't put out games. They're putting out games. So it's like, okay.
But
okay.
nobody else is. So I'm like,
And-
all right, I'll give it to you.
And they're bringing a lot of it to PC, which I like.
Exactly.
And Game Pass
Halo
day one.
is
Are you
free
kidding me?
on
Yes.
PC.
Yeah.
I'm
It's-
very excited for Halo.
Yeah. That's going to be an epic win. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Because before E3, we got the Summer Game Fest. And I know firsthand from interviewing my good friend Jeff Keighley that this was actually a very good showcase.
As the creator of the showcase, I'll tell you guys.
Yeah.
Completely unbiased.
Well, I think as I was watching Summer Game Fest, there was like some like standout things. One especially standout thing, which was the closer, but they interviewed Hideo Kojima, and he was talking about COVID being like 9/11, and he said that like 2 or 3 times. And it got to the point where I was like, why is this guy talking about 9/11 so much? And I like actually noticed it. And I'm like, that's pretty funny. And then they announced that there's going to be a director's cut for Death Stranding, because of course there is. I don't know who's going to buy that, frankly. But the trailer was like, it was Norman Bingus or whatever his name is, and he was like going into a facility, and then he like got a cardboard box and emptied it out, and then he jumped in it, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna do the Metal Gear Solid thing. He's gonna like go into box, and then he hopped out of the box, walked off screen, and it just said Death Stranding director's cut. I'm like, what the flip does that even mean?
That's what you'd
Kojima's
expect.
a
Take the
interesting
box out of the box.
I think I made a comment while that was happening. I was just like, man, Death Stranding trailers are always so weird. Like, I don't know. I still,
Kojima.
yeah, I know, but like the Phantom Pain trailers weren't that confusing. It's always like Death Stranding. It's just like,
I mean,
let's
that's an
just go
established
weird.
series, though.
That's true, and that was
Because that
Konami.
game is weird with the freaking boxes and crap. You can do weird stuff. in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. There's that. You can pet the dog, and you can have a freaking sniper chick with the bikini and mesh pants as your companion. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a weirdo game,
it's a weird game.
but it's also better than Death Stranding. So I don't know. Maybe there's some parallels there.
Could be.
But that was really that was really all I was interested in Summer Games Fest. You got your boy Weezer sounding like they're like 70 years old playing a bad song for a freaking wakeboard skateboard game, and I'm like, what? It's so weird. It's like you can grind on like your jet ski, and it's like a fun little arcade game, but they got Weezer to make the song for it. I'm like, this is,
Yeah, that's Weezer.
yeah, it's some like indie arcade game, I think. It was kind of out of left field. And then it's Japanese Breakfast, I think it's the other
Yes.
artist. She was singing a song for, I can't remember what the game's called. Frick, it looked really cool. The art style was like cell shaded, but not. Or it was cell shaded, and it had like the kind of Borderlands-esque, but everything was also a little bit more polygonal. It looked cool, and I was definitely interested in checking it out. I didn't really like the song, though, so there's that. And then Sonic played a Sonic song from Sonic Unleashed, and I was like, that was a weird pick. And then they never elaborated on what that meant, but they did play at Summer Game Fest. Oh, and then the Elden Ring trailer came out
Yeah.
at Summer Games Fest, and I'm like, why the frick did they choose Summer Game Fest to show the Elden Ring trailer when the Bandai Namco conference is coming? And I don't know. Jeff Keighley was very excited about it,
You
and
just need to get it out.
it was funny because every time he dropped a trailer, he's like, this is going to be another game reveal. This is another world premiere. And then I'd be like, ooh, this is going to be Elden Ring. And then it was never Elden Ring. And then the one time I didn't say is this is going to be Elden Ring, it was Elden Ring.
He
So
gotcha.
he did. He pulled a fast one on me. And based on the trailer, it looks decent. It's so hard to tell if this game is going to be good. I know people are like way overhyped for it because it's George R.R. Martin and Jaboy Miyazaki from Dark Souls, and they're gonna make a Dark Souls open world game where your horse can jump up a cliff. But I don't know. We'll see.
Getting PTSD to Cyberpunk when I saw that trailer.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I'm like, this is either gonna
Like,
be
this could suck.
this is either gonna be like the most like transformative game ever and be influential for years to come, like Breath of the Wild, or it's going to be another thing of way too high
Arcade made by
expectations.
Bandai Namco.
Well, Bandai Namco makes all the From games, and
Yeah, I suppose from software.
From they make good stuff. I don't think they've put out a bad game since Dark Souls 2, and that was like 10 years ago. So I don't think it's gonna be From's fault, and I don't think it's gonna be George R. R. Martin's fault. But I don't know. We'll have to see. That's coming out in January. Why didn't I get the date? It's like January 22nd.
That scares me too. Oh, jeez.
Well, it's been announced for a while, but they
Okay.
were just like, "Yo, it's coming out in half a
This is
year."
the first like actual trailer for it, though.
There was a teaser trailer, like the announcement trailer
Yeah,
that
but it
came
wasn't
out.
like a, like
Yeah.
actual.
Yeah, this is the first actual trailer, and they're like, "Yo, hype train, you got 6 months instead of like 2 years," which I honestly kind of like. And if it's
Yeah,
good,
I do
that's
like
pretty
that more.
cool. But if it's bad, yeah, this is a bad
As
omen.
good as The Last of Us 2 was, like, it was a nightmare just having to attend every single E3 for 3 years until they finally announced when it's coming out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hopefully, it's good and it isn't a freaking. I hate it when studios drag it out like that. It's like, show me something when you got something, which I don't know. We'll see. I hope Elden Ring is good. I don't know if I'll play it on day one. We'll just have to see if more trailers come out and if there's like some reviews that come out. We'll see if it's good. But also, Cyberpunk also got good reviews on the day one. They were like, it's a little buggy, and then people played it, and it was like, PlayStation pulls it from the store. So we'll have to see.
It's
But-
just a little buggy, guys. Don't worry about it.
It's a little buggy.
That's a little buggy. Yeah, and we got after that there was some in between stuff in between Summer Game Fest and E3. We got Doki Doki Literature Club Plus is coming
Oh,
out.
dang.
I
Can't
believe
I
it's
missed out on the one good thing.
Let's go.
yeah. This is interesting because it's coming out on consoles now
And Switch.
and Switch. So Pretty-
Whoa, dude.
I think it's almost like made for Switch because Switch goes hard in visual novels for some reason.
True. Yeah.
But it's also a little spooky. So kind of a weird play.
I don't know how that game's gonna work on consoles. I feel like the
True.
immersion isn't there.
Interestingly.
Yeah, because you have to like go through your game files. Spoiler alert, I
Yeah.
suppose. I don't know.
You just spoiled it for anyone who hasn't played it yet.
Whatever. The game came out like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say specifics. I don't know how it's gonna work. It'd be funny if it just like brought up your like PlayStation, like your real name from your PlayStation account.
That would be funny. Just Martin Sempa is playing Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. But yeah, this one's it's like they're adding new portraits and stories. There's like 6 side stories of how the 3 girls became friends with each other. So I don't know, it'll probably be cute, but it's also not
Yeah,
gonna be
prequel.
spooky, I think.
Oh, okay. well,
From the
so-
That is
sounds
really
of it.
playing it, but I mean, it could very well be.
I don't know.
It'll probably go the route of, well, we can't go into your files anymore and do stuff, so we'll just go the old like haha spooky half zombie guy or something. You're being
know if
chased
that
by a
ever happened.
zombie.
I don't think that.
I
No.
don't know.
Monica was just a weirdo.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be
don't
nice
know
if they
what
just
route
like
they go.
expanded upon the original story and then just made it so everything fits in instead of just making side quests.
I mean,
I
don't
think
really-
that's what it's gonna be. I think they're gonna be separate though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I could see them being separate like universes. Yeah.
I don't think I'd pay money for it.
I think it's
No.
free, isn't it? Well, Doki Doki's
If it's a
free.
console
Oh, yeah.
game.
Well, I guess we'll
They
have to
can't just
see.
give those out for free.
No, not the console game. Well, unless it's free on like the eShop or the PlayStation.
They wouldn't have
store.
box art for it then. Though.
True. Yeah.
True.
I don't know. We'll have to see when that's coming out. I think
I
it
feel
just
like
said
maybe
coming
10 or
soon.
$20 maybe.
That's fair.
But like if it's priced at like 40 or 60, then nah, mate.
Yeah, I
Better be a
don't.
freaking AAA game.
I don't think Doki Doki by itself
don't
is
think it
even.
would.
It would be like 15 if anything, or 10.
Mm.
It's
That's
not.
probably worth it then.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's a good game.
It's a good game by itself. With the side
Yeah.
content, it's worth spending some money for it. Plus, Dan needs the coffee or food or whatever.
Cash money.
Okay, enough with the pussy idiot stuff.
I don't know if you can say that. We got the advert.
Yeah, we got monetization now. We can say
We
that.
really just ruined it on our first day. I can't believe
It's
you.
crazy.
No,
Look, this guy
Ethereum
runs-
is paying for monetization. Okay.
We just need to get like a Manscaped ad because then we can just do whatever we want.
No, we got an ad from Ethereum. I mean, it's a cool site I found.
Yeah.
Anyways, you
Literally
got
just-
the Ubisoft thing.
Ew.
That was next. Usually it's an ew, but they actually got some
Yeah, there was
funny
a couple
things.
Mostly you knowing it's Ubisoft. But there's a couple
Yes.
things.
We got the confirmation that we've all been asking for. We
Yes.
got Mario and Raving Rabbids 2.
Let's
baby.
go. I was so excited.
Oh, I can't wait.
Did you see the hot Rosalina rabbit?
I didn't.
Bruh.
Dang it. I gotta be honest, I didn't watch the Ubisoft panel.
Well, there you go. That's why you didn't see it.
I just figured, hey, if there's anything important, I will see it. Oh yeah, that is a very
Chat was wilding during that.
that's a very hot rabid robot.
People were like all over the place during that one. Like you have to remake your top 10 video game girls
oh,
video.
that's true. That's true.
Now that this exists in real life.
Do you think that the Peach Rabbit is hotter or the Rosalina Rabbit?
Rosalina for sure.
Okay. I'll have to do a side-by-side comparison.
Yeah.
It's the same picture. They did the same animation for the Peach ones. Okay. Yeah, I'm very excited for that. And then they did the Far Cry thing. Giancarlo Esposito was at a Summer Game Fest. I forgot to bring that up. I also forgot to mention the Jeff Goldblum interview, which was really weird. But of course it was really weird. It's Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
But Giancarlo was like, Jeff Keighley was like, who would win? Gus Fring, Anton, or whatever the guy's name from Far Cry 6 is, and then whoever his character in The Mandalorian would be. And I'm like, are you kidding? The Mandalorian guy has a laser sword and a laser gun. How is Gus Fring or some random like South American dictator gonna fight a guy with a laser sword? And
Just
Giancarlo agreed with me. Luckily,
Chicken Man.
the Chicken Man, he would like psychologically torment them probably, and like he would kill one of his henchmen with a box cutter or something. But like, I don't know. I think his name is Moff Gideon. He would probably just shoot him. He was like, as Gus is going for the box cutter, he'd just go pew pew. That was the most interesting thing from the Giancarlo Esposito interview. Jeff
think that's
Goldblum
bad.
announced Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Hmm.
And I was like, because there was the trailer for it, and I'm like, I swear that there is already a Jurassic Park building game. And then like Jeff Goldblum was like, wouldn't it be crazy if this actually worked? And you can make it work. It's really fun. It's a good idea. And then it was epic. And then it was like, that's the second one. And I'm like, oh yeah, Jurassic Park Evolution 2 or whatever. So that's coming out. And
I
that's pretty cool.
understood about half of that.
Well, you know that there's a Jurassic Park Evolution
mean-
game, and now there's a Squeakquel coming out soon.
Oh yeah, I played it. The Jurassic World Evolution game I played. It's not too bad.
Well, now you're going to have a Squeakquel.
Hmm.
And now there can be the shark dinosaurs.
Yes.
That's fun. And then there was also Bruce Campbell was there
Dude,
doing...
from Campbell's Soup.
No, from this...
That
from
guy's cool.
No, Bruce Campbell's from every single Sam Raimi movie. He was the waiter in Spider-Man 3. And he's
Nice.
Ash Williams in The Evil Dead.
I didn't realize we had a nerd among us. I was just wondering about the Campbell's Soup guy.
Did you say Among Us?
Among Us?
Speaking of
Among
Among
Us?
Us...
Banana color?
Kevin?
What did they announce? Oh, they got the Jeff Keighley mask back for Among Us and
Yes, dude.
some other stuff.
Some
Uh,
other stuff.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, there's an Evil Dead game, and I think it's by the people who made the Friday the 13th game. So
So it's gonna be overpriced, but really fun.
probably, yeah.
And probably also broken.
Yes. Oh, most definitely. But the fun thing about the Evil Dead is that the people actually fight back into Evil Dead instead of Friday the 13th, where people just get slaughtered by Jason. I don't know how the game played, but that's how the movies are.
The game you just ran away.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Well,
But it had proximity chat, and that was the only notable thing about the game is
Oh,
so you could
okay,
just
that-
mess with people.
that's pretty epic. I like
Yeah.
proximity chat. But, it's like there's the zombies in the Evil Dead, but then Ash Williams also has the chainsaw arm and the shotgun thingy. So it's
Yeah.
like he can tussle too. So it'll be probably, I don't know if it'll be good, but it might be fun.
It'll be fun. It won't be good.
Yeah. And for the record, I don't know if it's by the Friday the 13th people. It just looked a lot like
It wouldn't
Friday
make
the 13th.
sense. Yeah.
So, but honestly, I was kind of surprised to see the Evil Dead game because it's like Friday the 13th is way more known than the Evil Dead. Evil Dead kind of has like a cult following to it. Which, by the way, a little bit of a side tangent. I tried to watch the Evil Dead again a couple days ago on my birthday, no less. I got like an hour in and I got too scared again. I got farther than I did the first time. But that movie is so freaky. It's a very scary movie. I know it gets campy in the later installments. It turns into almost like a horror comedy just because of how over the top it gets. But this first one is just straight freaky. Feel free to flame me into comments. But
Yeah, make fun of them.
Oh, they will.
you can do that.
I pay them to.
So yeah, that the Evil Dead game's coming out. You got the Devolver Digital Showcase, and again they did some weirdo stuff because, yeah, they always do that. They started a streaming service, which you're already subscribed to, so you might as well just subscribe again. It's called DevolverMaxPassPlus.com. I wrote down that URL because I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a mouthful there.
I think that's the point.
Okay.
But they got some good stuff. Let me go to the website. I wrote down the ones that I thought were cool. The first one was, I thought, Wizard with a Gun. I don't know. I just think that sounds fun. It's I don't remember what kind of game it is. But it's pretty fun, I think. I should have looked at this before. Death's Door also looked good, where you play as a crow. No, not Death Stranding. Very different. Death's Door, you play as a crow and you kill people for Satan. And I'm like, that sounds fun.
Dude, yes.
Yeah. And then what was the other game? Phantom Abyss. Oh yeah, I thought that was going to be a little bit of a wild card.
Phantom Menace.
It reminded me a little bit of like a story about my uncle, or like one of those leafy parkour games, but you play it. It's a
That
multi.
genre.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's like a parkour game, and then like you're playing it with other people, but not at the same time. So like you just see like ghosts of other people playing it just randomly. I'm like, that kind of sounds fun. You can see other people do funny slips. So that might be fun. I don't know.
As long as it's proximity chest, so I can laugh at.
Every game should have proximity chat.
I agree. It's the best part of every game. Yeah, that was it for Devolver. I would just check out those games probably. Or just check out Devolver stuff. There's something for everybody at this direct thing.
A little something for everyone.
Yeah. We got Psychonauts 2 coming out in August, which is crazy that I'm saying that. It took 16 years, but they finally are putting out Psychonauts 2. That's coming out August 25th, and that's coming out on Game Pass day one, and you can also just get it on Steam or the Xbox store, I suppose.
Wouldn't you just want it through Game Pass then, because it's just cheaper?
Probably.
Yeah.
Game Pass finna be worth it in the fall.
I know. There's like 6 games coming to it within 6 months that are like new.
Bruh.
What the frick? I should
killing.
pull up the tweet. But yeah, that is definitely a day one for me. I tried to play the first one again. Steam, you need to fix your frickin' PC port of Psychonauts, you coward. Because the
I'm
audio
sure that's a
cuts
top
out.
priority list.
I know.
Yeah.
But it should be. I don't know. They did another teaser trailer for Starfield, which is the Bethesda IP.
It'll come out in 3 years.
Yeah. I don't know. We already have the Outer Worlds, and that's by the actual
Ooh.
Fallout people.
Didn't it
Yeah.
actually, well, I guess, actually, this is probably just speculation, but on the freaking dashboard on the trailer, it had 11/11/22.
Yeah, some
So
people
I think
were
people are
saying,
thinking, yeah,
yeah,
that's release date maybe.
they
I
were
could-
thinking
I
that could
could
be
see
the
that.
release date. I saw some people say that was Elder Scrolls. It's not Elder
Why would-
Scrolls.
Man, y'all are down bad over there.
I don't know why they would think that. Okay,
Yeah,
I found.
get it. Come on.
I found the thing that all the games that are adding to Game Pass this year. You got of the new stuff. You got that new Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance, The Ascent, 12 Minutes, Origami 2, Sable. That's the Japanese breakfast one that looked cool. Anacrusis, Scorn, Back for Blood, Shredders. It's that snowboarding game. Among Us.
Yes, dude. Right, but yes, dude.
Yes. The Gunk, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Psychonauts 2, Age of Empires 4, Forza Horizon 5, and Halo Infinite are all coming to Xbox Game Pass day
Is
1.
Forza Horizon 5 only Xbox, though?
I believe so.
I think some of those are Xbox.
Some of those are console exclusive.
Yeah, or console, I should say.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Age of Empires is safe to say that that's going to be on the PC.
I think most are PC, but like the racing games aren't anymore.
No, Forza is like the graphical showcase of the
After-
console.
After
For
attempting
sure.
to play Forza Horizon 4 on PC, I think it's fine that they pulled out.
Yeah.
'Cause that was a hot mess.
Was the PC port bad?
Yeah,
Okay.
online didn't work. Well, I think Forza Online just doesn't work anyways.
Yeah.
But online didn't work. It was like forever loading screens.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird.
I don't know. This new Forza looked pretty cool, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're all pretty good games.
Yeah.
It's always the racing games that have literally the best graphics of like the generation. It's
Mhm.
great.
I mean, when you think about it, you have a fixed angle and you're just driving a car, so they
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
like pretty
that's-
much push it to its limit
Other
because there's not a lot
than-
going on.
Other than the cart, there's not much else you could really work on. So why
Yeah.
not just go full out on the graphics? Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it'll be good.
Yeah, they usually are.
most likely. Yeah. Oh, there's the dropping of things.
That's the one thing Xbox has is it has good racing games.
It sure does, but it's not worth the console for me.
No, not at all.
I would just wish Sony would come up and be like, hey, PlayStation Now, and then they do something crazy with it to compete with Game Pass, but they are just fumbling
I
everything.
think Xbox takes it for a while.
They
I think PlayStation's got its little area.
they excel in like narrative stuff.
Yeah,
Their
yeah.
indie selections are usually better than Xbox's,
hmm
but yeah. Game
Xbox is
Pass
like
right now.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's great. I
Game-
think with Naughty Dog working on new stuff, and it's going to be a couple years before Sony is a lot. I think.
God of War next year. Make it
Yeah.
happen, Sony. And put that on PC, you coward. And make the PC port good, because your PC ports are bad. So, anyways,
Yeah.
Guardians of Galaxy is coming out. Square
Wow.
Enix.
That's gonna suck.
People are excited for this, and I feel like nobody
It's gonna
remembers
suck.
what Marvel Avengers was like.
It just came out, people.
I
Do
know.
you not remember?
If it's good, then that would be kind of epic. It looked like it's gonna be like a 4-person co-op kind of game. I'm like, okay, that kind of sounds fun.
I like those kind of games.
I think you can't play
really?
as Rocket though.
Unlucky.
So you can just be the tree guy, the angry knife man, Dave Bautista looking guy,
Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, or
Chris Pratt that is not
Lady.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
And the chick that's in Knives Out. Or Knives Out? No, she's not in Knives Out. That's a lie.
I don't know.
She's in something. So yeah, that's coming out. Halo Infinite multiplayer is free to play. We already talked about that. That does look pretty epic. I don't know what the rules on the grapple hook are, but it's kind of epic when you can like explode someone and then grapple his gun that's like flying out of the air and then
that'll be
shoot them.
sick.
That was pretty epic.
Very excited for that.
Yeah. Trying to think if there was any other Xbox news. I mean, Age of Empires 4 is pretty epic.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. If you're into that kind of thing. And I am a little bit. So that was
You're
fun.
a gamer.
I'm a little bit of a gamer. I like to try everything. Oh, Back for Blood. They announced the beta that's coming out this summer. I mean, they didn't announce it because we already kind of knew.
It's coming. Yeah.
But it's coming for sure now.
Yeah. We will be uploading that game.
Of course.
There's a beta.
I like Left 4 Dead.
Stay tuned.
There was also that this was at Summer Game Fest. There was an indie game that was like Left 4 Dead and Alien. Or Aliens, because there's more than one of them. But it's like you're on a ship and it's Left 4 Dead and you're fighting little alien guys. I'm like, that sounds fun. But then,
I'm liking the little resurgence of the 4-player co-op.
Yes. Well,
coming back.
I like
Yeah, we
that
need
this is
more
the
of
new
those games.
mode. It's like,
Yeah.
get battle royales out of here and get me more
please.
Left 4 Dead stuff. Because that
We
stuff's
played
fun.
Freaking Rainbow Six game is a 4-player co-op, I think, too.
I think so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Extraction game or whatever.
I have not. I didn't watch the.
Oh, yeah,
Ubisoft.
you didn't watch the Ubisoft conference.
I did not.
It's like a Rainbow Six game that's like Left 4 Dead, kind of.
It's
okay.
It actually, like they pretty much took all the operators in Rainbow Six, and they dropped them in with adjusted abilities, but mostly the same. And it's now a kind of like
PvE game.
Yeah, it's like it's like Left 4 Dead 2, but like you're going into like they get something, and it's instead of zombies, it's like weird, like I guess crystal like kind of plant things. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, it looked kind of interesting for me.
It looked decent. I got Division PTSD, but I think that's just because Ubisoft made the Division.
Ubisoft did make the Division.
Yeah. But
It
I
might
mean,
be
any 4-player co-op where we can kind of have fun, like I'm down.
Yeah,
so.
that's.
My bar isn't too high for that stuff
Mhm.
because they're usually just fun no matter what.
Yeah.
Unless your game is just incredibly boring, which it'd be kind of hard to not have at least a little bit of enjoyment out of 4-player PvE.
We can usually make something work.
Yeah, I mean we beat the Division 2, so
we did. So that
we
was
can
the
we can
first
do
one.
anything at this point, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that sounds interesting. I'll have to check that out.
Throw that one on the possible boy time game list.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one could be interesting.
Well, there's a lot of those.
I'm just happy there's games coming out that I'm actually interested in that'll be out in the fall. It's been like 3 years, I feel like.
There was some crazy stuff. I'm
Pretty
excited.
sure last year I was just like, hey, cool big game event.
Yeah.
Nothing
happened.
Well, E3 was canceled last year. It was
Yeah.
all just individual studios doing their thing, which like a lot of their stuff was like, this stuff has been delayed. Okay, see you later.
Alligator.
Then Xbox resurged and the rest of the companies are kind of like, yeah, we're still pretty slow.
Yeah. Which
We'll get there.
honestly, if I said that Xbox was going to suck, call me a lying man. Or not a lying man, but I just made a bad bet.
They had the best conference
So far. Nintendo is going to come out tomorrow, and they're going to announce WWE Battlegrounds 2022.
Yes.
Baby.
and then end.
Yeah.
And then it's just done.
Splatoon 2 is
Oh,
coming
me.
to Smash.
Yes, dude. Hulk Hogan is coming to Smash.
Yes.
Okay, here's my honest predictions. This podcast will be coming out after the Nintendo Direct.
It will.
Okay, here's what's gonna happen, and everybody who's listening to this can decide if this is real or fake or a lie.
Boy.
I think someone good is going to be added to Smash because they do this pattern where they add someone good and then like two bad people and then they end with someone good. So I think they did their Minecraft Steve and then they chilled around in Anime Land and now they're gonna go back and do someone epic. My
Judy
guess,
Hopps.
Judy
Judy
Hopps for sure.
Yes,
Judy Hopps.
dude.
The signs are all there. They've been dropping hints for months.
If Judy Hopps is added to Smash, I will eat my hat. I'm not wearing
Oh,
a
I
hat,
wanna
but
see
my
that.
my metaphorical hat.
Yeah.
I think we're definitely going to be getting Breath of the Wild 2 news. I don't think that's a
You would
very
think they would for
risky
sure want
bet.
to show that. Yeah.
Especially since, E.G. Ayanuma came up in the direct and he was like, "We will have news for you later this year." And then they announced Skyward Sword. I think we're probably going to get more details on Skyward Sword also. Maybe Splatoon 3. Some people are hoping for
Probably
Metroid Prime
Splatoon
4. Yeah.
Splatoon 3. No thanks.
I
Probably
think
show gameplay from the 2 Pokemon games too.
Oh, well, don't they do their own thing now?
They might throw a trailer in there. They usually do.
That would be cool.
I know they do Pokemon Directs, but I think they do one for E3 usually.
Okay, well, we'll see. I think that is also a safe bet if they jump on Nintendo's thing.
They might do an Arceus gameplay thing.
Yeah,
Because
that
that's
would be
kind of the
cool.
open world one that everybody's kind of curious about.
That would be cool. They announced today that everything at E3 tomorrow is strictly software. So everybody who was saying that there was going to be a Switch Pro announcement, oopsie doopsie, you made a bad bet.
You dumb idiots who've been saying that for a year.
Well, the thing is, it's been like leaked a lot. So it's like it's
Yes.
going to happen. Like GameStop accidentally put it on their store page. So it's going to happen. It's just I just don't think they're going to announce it at E3. Or I know they're not because they said
I think Breath of the
strictly
Wild 2
software.
dropping with it is kind of the play.
that would be the move. Although I don't think it's going to be required.
No,
I
no,
hope
they won't
not.
require it, but I think it'll be kind of one of those that you launch with that new console.
Yeah.
Or the updated console, I guess. So I don't think there's any other games that really can showcase like what a more powerful Switch can do.
I think Arceus needs it because
Yeah.
that footage they showed was kind of rough.
Yeah,
But
possible.
yeah, hopefully. I don't know. Other betting stuff, I would say it's unlikely if we heard what Retro Studios is making. Those are the guys that made the new Donkey Kong Country games. They've been working on a hidden secret project for the past 5 years.
Diddy Kong Country.
I hope so.
Yes.
Those Donkey Kong games are awesome. I hope they keep making them. Or maybe they're going to make a 3D one, Donkey Kong 3D 2, and then they add in the Donkey Kong rap again. That would be so awesome.
That would be cool.
I doubt it, though, because the Retro Studios stuff is not at all like the Rare stuff, except that they're both 2D platformers.
Yeah.
But we might hear from that. And then I think in the least likely things, but, who knows? Maybe a new Star Fox. Again, probably not. We're probably going to hear some more from that Project Triangle Strategy stupid Octopath Traveler looking game. That's very likely.
There's going to be a lot of weeb stuff.
There's going to be a lot of weeb stuff. We're going to hear
Yes,
from
dude.
Bravely Default 2. We're going to get some stupid Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, which I'm not hating on Phoenix Wright. I'm just saying, not hating on those. I'm just saying, we're going to get like half of it is anime games.
Yeah, and then the other
25%
half
of it is going to be good, and then 25% is going to be some stupid idiot Nintendo thing.
Yep.
Those are my predictions.
I'm predicting the return of Cooking Mama for the Switch.
That just came out a
I'm-
couple years
I am for
ago.
that.
Another one.
I know.
Although we just need Gaming Tim to not be involved.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, if Gaming Tim is involved, then your Switch is gonna mine Bitcoin for him.
Yeah. What about Nintendogs?
You know, I haven't heard anything about a new Nintendogs, but it could just be out of left field.
Yeah, what if they
Nintendogs
just
for
drop
Switch.
that bomb? Then they win E3.
That would be kind of
Oh, yeah.
cool.
Nintendogs with 2021 graphics.
The Switch.
What about
graphics.
Nintendogs and cats?
They already did
Yeah.
that.
That's a game.
They already did that.
Why not again?
Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin your immersion, but they did already do that.
Nintendo horses.
Nintendo
I think they already did that too.
Dogs, cats, and horses,
Yeah.
and lizards. I'd like
Yes,
that.
too.
Raccoons.
Yeah.
The whole forest.
So we'll get the
Knowing
Nintendogs
Nintendo, we'll
announcement.
get to something stupid like that game.
We'll
so.
get something stupid.
Yeah.
I'm like 95% sure we're getting Breath of the Wild 2 news tomorrow.
I would think that would be kind of their main event.
I think that is safe. I don't know about a new Mario game. I saw some
I don't
people.
think so yet.
Some people were throwing their hat in. It feels like, ha! See what I did there? Some people were saying that is a possibility, and honestly, it's been as long as it has been since Breath of the Wild. I don't know if we
Yeah, I
remember
get it.
this, but
No, we do
Mario
remember that.
Odyssey and Breath of the Wild both came out in 2017, and we haven't
Yep.
heard anything. Well, we know that Breath of the Wild 2 is coming, but we don't know anything about a new Mario game. They could announce something, even
Yeah,
if it's
anything,
just
it
like,
might just be an announcement.
yeah, it might. But also, I feel like I would have heard something. Nintendo usually does some weirdo thing where they're like, Super Mario 3D World 2 is coming out soon, and they'll just like announce it on Twitter and then they'll show the trailer. They're stupid, and
Yeah, one
they don't
last
do anything. One last thing, Super Mario Odyssey 3 is coming out in October 22nd.
Fire Emblem is coming to the Nintendo Switch.
Whoa, really? They've never done that before. Wow. And if we're really lucky, we'll get Mother 3. But I'm just trying to get the
Yes.
weebs excited. Mother 3 is not a bad game. I haven't played it, but
For
it's
the Father series.
that one
Yeah.
is better, honestly. And the good thing about the Father series is that it is still being made.
Yeah.
Mother 3, you got it. 2 of them came over to America on the NES, and then the third one just was stuck in Japan, and it's never been localized ever. And people are like,
no.
can we please get it to the Switch now that you are adding SNES games? And Nintendo's like, no. Nobody wants that except for every single Nintendo fan, apparently. So I'm going to lock it down 100% confirmation. Mother 4 is being announced on the Switch Pro with an NVIDIA 3070 Ti attached to it.
Mm.
It's going to
Minimum
be
specs.
great. Yeah.
So that's where all the chips have gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fantastic. And
It's
there's
not
going
even
to be
installed. They just tape it to the back.
yeah. You can just install it on the Switch if you want. It's going to be hard to do, but you can try.
It's bigger than a Switch.
I think it is too.
Card is
Oh,
like
yeah.
longer than the whole Switch.
And the great thing is that it's going to work with the Nintendo Labo VR. So
Yes,
that-
dude.
it's going to be a grand slam for sure.
Nintendo's VR.
Dude.
About to ditch my
Now that's a
Rift S
game.
for the play some Nintendo's VR.
That's a game right there.
Nintendo's
Better
VR.
be taking notes.
Imagine petting the dog with the Joy-Con while seeing
Taking
the
the
dog.
That's
Oculus.
It's so epic.
That's crazy.
But that's coming out tomorrow, probably. Mother 4, that is. That was about it for gaming stuff. Capcom was today, as of us recording it. And Capcom, I watched the first 5 minutes of it, and I'm like, oh yeah, Capcom. I have not played any of their
Capcom
games.
sucks. Move
They-
on.
It was I don't even remember what I watched. It was the Ace Attorney stuff, which I'm not hating on Ace Attorney. I'm just putting that out there. It's pretty epic. But the other one was Monster Hunter, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I recognize that this is a Capcom showcase. It's not for me. It's for almost weebs, but not quite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's for
Today just sucked.
wannabe law guys, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I thought that today was going to be the Take-Two thing. And Take-Two is the parent company for Rockstar. And so if we were going to be getting any new Rockstar game announcements, it
Dude,
would have been on
GTA
that.
6.
I'm not saying that they're
They'll
going to be
really
getting
announce it
GTA
this
6.
year,
I
guys.
kind of doubt so.
But I thought that was supposed to be today, but I don't think that happened today. So I don't know when or if the Take-Two thing is going to be happening
Today was definitely the worst day.
so
Hmm.
far, yeah. Well,
There
I
was
mean, there was
literally
just like
nothing
nothing scheduled.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. I was hoping for Warner Brothers to come up and say this is when the Lego Star Wars game is coming out, because that game was supposed to come out in October of 2020, and then they pushed it to spring because of COVID, and then they pushed it to sometime because of I don't know, just because they didn't want it to be bad. So I'm a little bit worried that we haven't heard anything. But Warner Brothers wasn't at E3 except for Back for Blood, so we'll see. But that's almost it for gaming news. I almost forgot about the Who Asked for This news of gaming segment.
Let's go.
I don't know if you guys saw this at the Ubisoft conference, but the
You didn't watch it.
Avatar game is
Oh, I
coming
saw
out. So now you can be the blue person.
That's a gigantic who cares.
Yeah. Who cares about the Avatar movies, and who cares about the Avatar game being made by Ubisoft? It's a first-person open-world game, which why would you play that when Far Cry is a thing?
Yeah. And nobody likes Avatar.
Yeah. Not even James Cameron.
Yeah, that's a weird choice for a
to-
game. I mean, I guess they're gonna pump out like 3 movies, but
Yeah. Which I thought this was a little bit of a weird choice because I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere that Ubisoft is making a Star Wars game because EA is losing their exclusivity in a couple years, and I
Nice.
think that they're like kind of broadening it so that a lot of different studios can make games, which is what it should have been like the whole time since
It
Disney took
should.
over. So I thought they were making an open world game. So I wonder if Ubisoft is just going to become the new THQ, where they're just going to be making licensed games now, which is kind of weird, but okay. That's
it's
kind
Ubisoft skill up.
It'll probably be decent at best.
That's Ubisoft in general.
Yeah, the Avatar game, that is.
Nothing's offensive. It's like just
I don't know if I've ever played like an amazing Ubisoft game. I think the best one
Yeah.
was probably Far Cry 5, and that's only because it was very silly.
I mean, Siege is pretty good, but that also took 4 years to be good.
That is true. That's true. Siege isn't that bad.
And that one actually has a dev team,
Yeah.
so that's different, I think.
So that was it for Epic Gaming news so far.
Yeah.
It only took us like an hour to get through it all.
It's E3 week.
Yeah.
It's typical.
That's true.
But I do have some side not announcement Epic Gaming news, and this is
Whoa.
kind of this isn't who cares, because I care and Paul
Who
probably cares. That Humankind game got a closed beta. I don't know if this game is on your radar, Paul, but it is some sort of like Civilization wannabe kind of game.
Yeah, I've seen videos of it. I've seen like a couple turn of gameplay, but I've kind of completely forgotten anything about it because that was a while ago.
Yeah. Well, they finally did another closed beta, and I got in.
Dude, yes.
So I only got in a couple
I
hours
probably
ago.
would have gotten in. Or tried to get in.
I just got an email from the Intel gaming thing, which I've just forgotten to unsubscribe to since I got my processor. And they were like, here's this key. And I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of sick. I wanted to play that game.
Dude, good thing I'm on your newsletter. Okay, now get me off.
Yeah, now I'll unsubscribe. Actually, I forgot to do that again. But this game is pretty epic so far. I gotta say. There's only one scenario that you can play, and it's pretty much Civilization. But the differences make it unique enough to where it's like, this is pretty epic.
And it's not like 7 years old or something.
It is not 7 years old, and it's made by Sega, and they only make good games.
Mm.
It isn't. It's like published by Sega. It's not made by Sega. It's made by the people who made like Endless Space, and Endless Legend and Endless Dungeon. They make endless games. And
why do you get so quiet?
I don't know. Just thinking out loud.
I guess.
But yeah, they're making Humankind, and it's pretty epic. The closed beta, you play as Edgar Allan Poe for some reason. But yeah, you actually start off and like you have no like country or anything that you're basing it off of, and you're just like a bunch of humans surviving.
Yeah, you're just like a bunch of nomads for a little bit.
Yeah, and I thought that was kind of cool. And then once you like move to the next era, that's like, okay, what civilization do you want to model yours after? I'm like, oh, okay. So you kind of just get to like forge your own thing instead of like being Oda Nobunaga or whatever that guy's name is, which I always am in Civilization. He's my favorite.
Yeah, you are.
And he's also my favorite character in Yasuke.
Heck yes.
Because he dies in the first episode, spoiler alert. It's in like the
Pretty
first 5 minutes, whatever.
You're spoiling everything today.
Sorry. But I just wanted to say that I got into beta, and that is one to keep your eyes peeled for. It's coming out in August. So
Will do.
that's pretty epic.
Maybe we'll have enough fun time with Civ 5, and then that comes out, and we're like, heck yes.
Hopefully.
I doubt we'll play Civ 5 that long, but
I doubt it.
we'll have other games to play along the way.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. But that's it for Epic Gaming news. I think we'll save Fargo talk for the end, because we did finish season 2 of Fargo, and we have to give our thoughts about it. But first, we have some music news, because we had some music stuff. Not a lot, but some. At least in my wheelhouse, there was some. You got the Inside Bo Burnham album came out on Thursday, which seems like a really long time ago because this podcast is recorded late. But that's pretty epic. So now I can listen to the Inside songs that aren't... I don't usually listen to the comedy ones. I just listen to the real songs from that. Not the real songs. You know what I'm saying.
I only listen to real easy.
All the songs are good, but
If you don't listen to the sexting song out of context, then you're not a true gamer.
I don't listen to the sexting song out of context. I also don't listen to the Problematic song either, because that one's not my favorite song, period. But
Period.
But yeah, we'll watch the special first, but now it's on Spotify, so you can listen to it too. RMR said there's an album next month. He just flat out said it. He just said album next month. So no interpretations here.
If it is July 30th, does July have 30 days or 31 days? 31 days.
Yeah.
If it's July 31st and the album isn't out, I'm just taking that tweet and then I'm making it the podcast thumbnail. So
okay, that's fine. I feel like I'm the boy who cried wolf when it comes to RMR albums.
No, he put it out, so I'm gonna hold him accountable.
Okay. So, I'm just reporting what I hear. Okay.
Yeah,
what I see. And then I saw Tyler the Creator was hinting at a new album today or something.
Yes.
The Side Street video. I don't know what it is. He was just macking out with some girl, and then the girl walked off with her boyfriend, which I thought that Tyler was gay. So I don't know what this album's about, but that's pretty fun.
Like his freaking music videos all look like they're from the freaking live action Cat in the Hat. I love it.
It's true. They're like way oversaturated.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Everything's like super rounded and crap.
So you might know more about this than I do, but does
Yeah.
that mean anything?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
dropping very, 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 very soon,
Oh, okay. Well,
which
that's
is
good.
on par because it's been 2 years,
Yeah.
which doesn't seem like 2 years, but the snippet sounded like more Igor stuff, so all the fans that wanted more rapping are going to be probably upset. I don't know.
Oh, I'm angry.
Seems like an Igor sequel, which is great.
Personally, I'd like Goblin too.
Goblin D's
Oh,
walked right into that one.
yeah. I feel
But
like an
that'll
idiot.
probably come out sooner rather than later.
Okay.
No,
Well, that's
his
exciting.
release schedules typically.
Yeah. But that's all the music news I had. So why don't you take it away with the music news you have, huh?
Vince Staples just announced June 18th there's going to be a song. I think the album will be coming shortly after. I don't know the last time he dropped an album. Let me check. It had to be like 2018.
Now that's the founder of the WWF that you're talking about?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Oh, FM came out in 2018. Is that an EP? I think that's an EP. No, it is an album. Okay. Vince Staples hasn't dropped in a while, so this could very well be an album.
Okay.
In that case, I'm interested. So, Kenny Beats is the one that tweeted it out. Vince Staples didn't even tweet it out. So, if it's a Kenny Beats Vince Staples album, it's going to be very good. So that just came out. Isaiah Rashad has another song coming out Friday.
Oh, really?
Yes, another single.
Okay.
I would bet that he would release the date for the album along with that.
That's a safe bet.
That would seem pretty safe.
Yeah.
2 singles. I think SZA has that one performance on the 17th as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so that could be a big day.
Chance the Rapper style.
Yeah, Chance the Rapper style.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still jamming to the one single he released, so I'm very excited for the album. I think it was supposed to come out in June. Maybe it still will. I mean, we got 2 weeks left.
Yeah.
Or in early July, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's going to be great. So,
Yeah, we'll have to see.
I think that's it for like what's coming out on Friday. Since I can talk about that since we're recording on a Monday this time.
That's right.
And then I can talk about it in the next podcast.
Yeah.
Lorde had a song come out
Yes.
like last Wednesday. It's been a hot minute for her.
How was that?
Very good. It's produced by Jack Antonoff.
I love
Friend of the
Jack
show.
Antonoff. Yes. Very
Has
good friend
backing
of the show.
vocals by Phoebe Bridgers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a bop.
So it's kind of stacked, is what you're saying.
It's a little bit stacked. Jack Antonoff just can't stop.
He's such a good friend of the show. I love him so much.
2 Taylor Swift albums, and now he's going back to like get Lorde back into music. That's crazy.
Wow.
Man's nuts.
Only Jack Antonoff could do that.
Yeah, I'm so happy Fun disbanded so he could go all over the place.
Well, you don't have to go that far.
Yeah, I think the album's called Solar Power. That's what the song's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that should be coming out. I would imagine with the title like Solar Power that you would release it in the summer.
You would think.
So that's probably coming out in the summer. That would only make sense, I think.
Hey, solar power is a year-long thing. That's why it's so sustainable.
I suppose, but the way the song sounds, it's like there's no way this is any other season besides summer.
Well, that's what we think about Silk Sonic too.
It's a summer jam. Well, that can be kind of taken as other seasons.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty hot though.
Oh, it's hot, but it's not like beach rock kind of hot.
No,
you know?
It's not beach rock.
Lorde's it's very sunny.
Okay.
But main attraction this week, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, baby.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that.
Butterfly 3000. This is their 18th album since 2013. So I don't. Yeah, at this point, it's whatever.
That.
It's crazy. But Fishing for Fishies has major competition.
Oh snap!
Uh-oh.
To the point where I think this might be my favorite album
Whoa.
of theirs.
That is heresy.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. It's freaking Japanese psych synth pop. That's the only way I can put it.
Okay.
It's very happy. It's like if you took like the 70s like super drugged out like hippie rock and then you mix it with like Japanese sounding synths and like video game soundtracks.
Huh.
It's very, very, very good.
It's like weirdo stuff.
Not even weirdo stuff.
Okay.
They I mean, at least I don't consider it weirdo stuff. King Gizzard has a sound.
They do.
And they have a very quirky sound.
Mhm.
And I like when they are like have fun with it. That's why I like Fishing for Fishies so much.
Yeah,
Because it's quirky, but it's also a jam and a half.
that is true.
And this is also that. Not to say there are other ones since then have not been good because they've been all great. But this one is very, very good. Might be the best non-hip hop release this year. Don't know yet. Definitely up there.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Hopefully a lot of stuff drops soon.
Yes. But I didn't know this thing was coming out until like the day before.
Oh, well, that's
So-
fun.
I like when they just kind of drop stuff.
Yeah.
So, but
This-
yeah, this thing is a bop and a half. The summer album, possibly.
Okay.
Don't know yet. It's early.
Yeah, we'll have to see. There might be RMR might just sweep and take everything, huh?
I don't think this RMR is going to be better than this.
I don't think so.
To be honest, I think the RMR album is just going to be decent, but I'm just curious to hear how he
I
does an
also
album.
do. Yeah. We'll see.
RMR will be in my top 50 albums at the end of the year.
Okay.
I just don't know where he'll be, you know?
Yeah. You'll be somewhere. Yeah, we'll have to. Should we do a reaction to that one?
I don't know. I guess I'll have to figure that out if we want to react to music that just comes out for that
That's
series.
true.
I guess we could. There wouldn't be anything stopping us.
I guess we could talk about that. We started a new music show.
Yes.
It's pretty fun.
You did.
I enjoy it.
Yeah. We have to record a couple more episodes coming up soon, I think.
Mm.
Yes.
We don't have to, but
I think Wednesday's the earliest time we can do it now. We were going to do it
Yeah.
tonight, and then podcast didn't happen on Saturday.
yeah. It's true.
Got too crunk.
It's true.
I got too crunk.
So crunk.
Yeah, we'll have to. Is the next one edited yet? Winking
No.
as hard as I can. Okay. Wait, actually, they know what it is because we spun.
It's Monday. Yeah, it's blonde.
Okay.
It's Monday. That'll be. I'll probably edit on Friday again, maybe. Unless I'm
Alright.
feeling ambitious.
I didn't know. I thought you edited over the weekend.
I usually do. This weekend I was busy,
Oh,
but
okay.
next weekend I think I'm not as busy.
Okay.
Then the next weekend I'll be busy. So they
Yeah.
only take like 2 hours, but I don't like. I do 8 hours of like photo retouching for work, and then it's like I don't want to sit down and edit a video for 2 hours.
Yes. I understand. I wasn't trying.
I don't know.
to
I
rush you.
made freaking like the banners and crap for it, and the logo and the thumbnail and everything, and the episode in like 2 hours, so I can probably knock it out pretty quickly.
Oh.
I just need the motivation. So
Oh. I could be your cheerleader.
I don't know if I need that kind of motivation. I just need to want to do it.
Oh well. Just thought I'd offer.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll keep doing the music
I mean,
show.
once a week isn't bad for uploading those.
I don't think so.
But we can keep recording them just to have them stockpiled. Because I know we like recording them so we can get through more albums. So I don't want to
do.
like hold us up. Yeah.
Yes, I like recording them. How is? Oh, it's actually been performing pretty good.
Yeah, it's a reaction video.
Well, I know that.
Mhm.
It just has me in it. That's why I was like, whoa.
Are you like the anti-view person?
Well,
Who's like, oh, Jerry's in that video. Stay away.
I mean, you look at the music reactions up until this point, and it's like you can definitely see where the Fun Some Nights one is, because that one's funny.
That one's got like 70 or something.
That was
I
before
enjoyed that
we
one.
changed it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think that was like an inner speaker. We debated people.
that was the April
So I think it was the
Fool's
last
Day.
Tame Impala one.
Yeah.
And everybody was fiending for it because I put it off for like 2 weeks. And then we joked on them, and then that video still got like 800 views. So
Yeah. So we didn't really need to do
we
that.
didn't really lose anybody there.
No, but it was funny.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the series a lot more, though.
Yeah.
Jamming out with people and being able to talk about music without just having me talking to a camera with nobody else there is a lot more fun than just, yeah.
Yeah. With someone to riff off of.
It got very old very fast when I was doing it by myself.
Yeah. Well, this is good too, in that like one person, for the most part, the albums that we picked, one of us has listened to it before, so you can kind of be like, oh, this is when the epic song is, or this is when the not so epic Facebook story type beat is.
It's like
Not that
beat.
Facebook story is a bad song.
No,
or
it was
anything.
beautiful. I cried.
I was just talking more about Be Yourself.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think that's also a little nice.
Yeah. Plus, there's no genres here, so
Well, there's a lot
our
of
range
genres.
is pretty large.
Yeah.
I mean, the three albums that two we've recorded and one we're gonna record are all different genres. So
Yeah, so far. And
I think most of our list is kind of all over the place. So
which is good. I want it to stay like that.
yeah,
But who knows? Maybe one of my albums will be picked up.
you would think so. I mean, if it gets bad, we can just like pull out the ones that get picked and just leave the wheel as it is, so you have more of a chance to get one of them that haven't been picked yet. At that point, I've gotten 3 in a row here.
We'll have to see. We'll see what.
I'd like to listen to music I haven't heard yet, so I can react.
That's true. We'll see what the wheel turns up next time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for music stuff. Don't have a lot of stuff to talk about before we talk about Fargo, but we do have some show news. We got I Think You Should Leave season 2. It's coming soon. If you guys have not seen that, or not directly talking to you guys, but if anyone is listening to this that has not seen season 1 and you're into sketch comedy shows, that's a pretty dang good one. Very reminiscent of like a Key and Peele mixed with a Tim and Eric kind of deal. A little bit weird, which is what I like. And Tim Heidecker is even in it, so that's fun.
Ooh.
So that's fun. That's coming soon, in big air quotes. So I don't know when that is. And then we got some news about, the new Marvel show came out. And, I've been watching them, and they've been pretty decent up until this point. Nothing to, write home about. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I think, was better than WandaVision. Except Anthony Mackie's suit in that looks really stupid because his ears are really squished. But, yeah, it was a decent show overall. And then Loki was being, really hyped up by, Marvel, which they hadn't been really going as hard as they were for WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They were like, Loki matters to the whole, MCU. And I'm like, I'll be the judge of that. And I watched the first episode, and, your boy Owen Wilson is in it. And Owen Wilson, he does not say wow, unfortunately.
He'll say wow.
He might. I hope so. But he has not said it yet in the first episode.
Anybody's hiring Owen Wilson and they don't put a wow in him for the script, and they're just not utilizing the talent.
Yeah, they should have done that. That should have been the first line he said. But, I know everybody's sitting on the edge of their seats wondering what I think of Loki, the most critically acclaimed show of all time. But I don't think that's true. But the show was pretty bad so far. Like,
Oh,
surprisingly so. Like, I don't know if this is necessarily a hot take, but
I haven't seen anybody talking about it, so
I know I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to the angry people in the comments of the podcast.
of course.
But up until this point, Tom Hiddleston has been pretty good as Loki. I've enjoyed his performance in The Avengers and Thor Ragnarok and in Endgame where he dies. Oh no, that was Infinity War. He dies in the beginning of Infinity War,
Spoilers.
I mean, he's back. So, didn't last that long. But I've always enjoyed his performance, and he was overacting like crazy in this show. And I was like, what happened?
fan
What happened to
service.
you? Wait, what'd you say?
Fan service.
Fan service. I could
This whole
see it.
series is fan service. Why
Well,
would they have a Loki show?
yes. So I think like the backstory is because we had seen like a little bit of character growth over the movies. I'm not like a diehard Marvel fan or anything, so I don't know what he's like in the freaking comic books. I just saw the movies when they came out, but over the years we'd seen him like kind of become the good guy, and then this show, if you remember in the Endgame movie, the Avengers go back in time, and Loki
What?
escapes. He gets the Tesseract and escapes. And so it's like Avengers Loki is the main character. So like, I don't know, guy who wants to control the whole world, and he's just like regurgitating cringy dialogue, and he's like the doom bringer of the souls or whatever. That's not a quote, but he's like, that kind of energy where he's like, I will destroy you. You are such a puny, insignificant man. And then Owen Wilson just like, you need to calm down, buddy. You need to
You're a
calm
good
down.
dog, Marley.
Yeah, so that was pretty fun. But yeah, the writing in it was bad. The only good part about it was the special effects were decent. I think the set design was pretty good. And I think the premise of it is decent about like these guys who are time traveling to like keep the timeline on track. I'm like, that's kind of cool. It's like a Scott Bakula. That's a reference that absolutely no one is going to get. I don't even know what the name of that show, but there was a show in the 80s with Scott Bakula with the same plot. So, yeah, it was bad. I was surprised. Owen Wilson saved it, though. He was a pretty good actor in the show. But Tom Hiddleston needs to clean his act up in the next couple episodes. Otherwise, I'm suing Kevin Feige.
Okay.
But that was it for the show news. But before we talk about Fargo, I have one more segment of Who Asked for This News.
Let's go.
This is movie news. The League of Super Pets comes out May 20th, 2022, starring our good friend of the show, Dwayne Johnson, Keanu Reeves, John Krasinski, Natasha Lyonne, Kate McKinnon, Kevin Hart, and Diego Luna. It's freaking DC Super Pets. So like the Super Dog and the Bat Dog and the Wonder Cat. I don't know. I know that
I cannot emphasize this enough. Asking for that.
no, nobody. And why did they get all these huge people? Why is Dwayne Johnson playing Crypto
Gotta
the
get
Super
it
Dog?
checked.
Why is Keanu Reeves in this movie? He's probably playing the bad dog.
Bad dog, Marley.
You're a bad dog, Keanu Reeves. You're a bad dog. So yeah, I don't care about that. But it does come out on May 20th, 2022. So if you do care, there you go. Now, we need to get into Fargo discussion if we're going to make the hour and a half curfew.
Oh yeah, bud.
I didn't write down any notes for
What?
this show. I usually do. I forgot.
Okay.
So It's
That's
been a
how good
minute
the
since
show
we.
was. It made you forget.
I just wing it every time, so you'll probably be fine.
I'm pretty bad about talking about why I like things, so I like having the notes.
Just built
But
different.
yeah, well, you know I'm bad at saying why I like things. Watch the 27 and a half albums video, Lauryn Hill.
Ventura, though.
That one
That was off. So
Yeah, well, I'm
Okay.
better at it now. We'll see. Um, yeah, so season 2 follows the dad from Fargo season 1, who I actually really liked his character in Fargo season 1. I don't think I got to say that when we were talking about the discussion of season 1, but I always
wasn't too
thought-
significant.
he wasn't too significant, but he was just like a good guy, and I liked that. He was just like a good guy running a restaurant, coffee shop. Like that's fun. And now we get to watch him being a state trooper for Minnesota. And,
That's what that.
and he's like tracking down the mob. And they flex on you right away because they get like all these big name guys. They got like Todd from Breaking Bad. They got Kirsten Dunst from the Spider-Man movies. They got Ted Danson from Little Dancing Man, among other things. That's going to piss off the TV nerds.
Yep.
And
From Little Dancing Man.
well, Ted Danson is like one of the biggest stars of TV. He's like regarded as one of the best. So
Yeah.
saying that he's from Little Dancing Man is a funny joke, which I guess that's what I did with everybody else. And then Kieran Culkin from
Spoiling
the
the
Scott
joke.
Pilgrim movie, I said.
Let's go.
No, there was someone else. I think the mom is the mom of the I can't even
I don't
remember the mob boss. What they're Gearharts. The mom is
Hillbilly idiots.
yeah.
That is
She's
what I
from
call
something. I think she's a famous actress too. And
Yeah,
then
she looked familiar.
and then the mom of that is married to the guy from season 1. She's from the USS McAllister episode of Black Mirror. I think she's also in How I Met Your Mother. Spoiler alert, she's the mom.
What?
She's the mother. Don't tell anyone I told you that. But yeah,
That's crazy.
she's the mother in How I Met Your Mother.
So many spoilers. Right
I know. Well, you didn't hear it from me.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if there is anybody else. I don't think like I recognized. I think the guy who looks like Chappelle. I think he's like he's in a lot of TV, but I haven't seen him in anything. So, but they just flex on you right away with this huge cast of like great actors and actresses, and then they just kill off Kieran Culkin in the first episode. It's like, what the frick? I like that guy.
Let's go.
So that was pretty sucky, but I mean, they did give him a pretty good send off where he killed like 3 people and then he walked in the street and then UFO? It's an alien show now? And then it isn't really until like the second to the last episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kirsten Dunst runs him over with her car, and then instead of like calling the police, she just goes home for some reason and then pretends nothing happened, and it's all up to Todd to walk in the garage and shank Kieran Culkin with the freaking gardening tool like a freaking idiot because Kirsten Dunst needs to actualize herself for some stupid idiot thing she's off doing. And yeah, that's the inciting incident. Kieran Culkin is dead, and then these mobsters are like, "Who killed my son?" or "Where is Kieran Culkin?" And then the Kansas City mob wants to buy out the mob, and it's all the big thing. But it ends on a pretty sour note, honestly. Everybody. Todd dies. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert for the season 2 of Fargo for the rest.
We always do that. We're horrible.
I know, I'm bad at this. Yeah, Todd, he takes one for the team, and then Kirsten Dunst is freaking crazy, and she is like, "I'm gonna get smoked out. I'm a freaking insect in the Breaking Bad show," that was a big reference, I think, to the
Season
Breaking
3,
Bad.
episode 10.
Actually, that's like season 5, where they're the bug guys.
Season 3, episode 10.
I think that's
The Fly.
that's not the Fly.
It is The Fly.
I thought The Fly was in season 4.
No. Season 3, episode 10.
Why do you know
Fly.
that? Why do you know that?
That's the best episode. Why would I not know that?
Why would you know that that's season 3, episode 10? You know
It's the Fly.
I know it's The Fly. I just looked it up.
Do you not know that the Fly episode by heart?
I do know the Fly episode. I don't know the exact number.
Well, you do.
I do now. I could have sworn that was season 4, but I guess I was a stupid idiot. I was just too much of a dummy for that episode.
Yeah, only true intellectuals like the Fly.
I actually really liked that episode.
Yeah,
Remember
I thought it was
when we
pretty
were done, I was like, that's cool. I like that they were changing the format a little bit. That is like one of the most hated episodes of that show. So
Yeah, it is the most hated episode.
yeah,
I mean, it's still good.
it's good.
So-
I don't get the hate for it, honestly. It's a little
it's fun.
frustrating.
It's
But-
supposed to be.
It's a freaking analogy, you idiot. It's the
Dummy.
Yeah. It's like how down Walt manipulates just. Why are we talking about Breaking Bad? We're supposed to be talking about Fargo season 2.
Okay.
Man, I don't even know where to start because I just spoiled everything. Oh, the mom dies. The Molly's mom dies, or she's going to, which makes sense because we didn't see her in season 2, so we knew it was going to happen. Ron Swanson is a lawyer, but he's also drunk all the time, and that's funny. What else big happened? All the Gearharts died, and then the Native American fella is like, I need to get a new haircut. And then he gets a new haircut, I think. I don't know.
Except he doesn't.
He's like, I need a new face. And he gets a new face. And then Dave Chappelle gets a new office. And he's like, you know how to play golf? It's the way to get deals. And then Dave Chappelle's like, I need to learn to play golf. So that's season 2 ending for you. What did you like about the show?
It's better in season 1.
I think that there are pros and cons to both. I think they're about even for me.
I hate Lester.
I do too.
So
But
it
that's-
wasn't like one of those with the main characters like, oh, you hate him because you're supposed to.
Right.
He was just stupid and I hated him.
Oh, okay. I think you were just supposed to not like him.
Oh, yeah, I know. It just wasn't fun not liking him.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like one of those, like, he was like a coward bad guy.
Yeah.
But not even a coward, like, oh, no, snap, he just did that.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like, oh, I'm just going to keep doing bad stuff because I've dug myself too far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
kind of annoying.
He's such a bad guy that he's not even a bad guy at that point. He's like the next step, whatever that would be.
He's
like.
the worst guy. There's a guy
Yeah.
that like massacres people and like kills people ruthlessly, and Lester's the worst character in the show, and he just
Yeah.
kills one person on accident.
My favorite character in the show was that guy.
You like Malvo?
Of season 1, yeah.
Yeah, he was interesting.
I liked him.
I liked him. I like the deaf guy and the interpreter. I thought that was an interesting dynamic.
Season 1 felt like it was taking itself too seriously.
Yeah.
For a show that you could pretty easily predict, I was just looking for entertainment, and then season 2 brought entertainment.
There was some twists.
Yeah, I liked the freaking mob, like,
Mhm.
family thing,
Mm-hmm.
because that wasn't just all like, I'm a cop and I'm scared for my family because I gotta go after one guy that murdered someone in Minnesota because nobody ever murders anybody in Minnesota.
Except all the time, apparently, according to these
Apparently.
movies and shows.
Yeah, and they're all within like 30 years of each other, so you'd think this would be documented and everybody would be like, oh, we should probably get our police force better or something, but then you just hire a freaking mailman. So I don't know.
Yeah, he's just like, I wanted to be a mailman, but I guess I just have to settle on White Boy Summer and be a
Yeah.
cop.
I mean, the charm of like freaking Midwestern people murdering people is still there though. Where
Yeah.
they're like nice about everything and they're like so naive about like everything that's around that,
Mm-hmm.
and they just do it. I think that's still it's still existent, which is good.
Yeah. I think
You
that
kind of need that.
even in like the Gearhearts aren't like super Midwest. They're like Fargo, and then you got
They're
Kansas
inbred,
City.
like family
Yeah,
people
yeah.
that don't leave ever.
But it's kind of like a Knives Out situation where like
Yeah.
everybody's different and there's like drama between the characters, and that's a little interesting.
Yeah.
And plus, I need to freaking get this guy's name. I need to stop calling him Chappelle because that is not.
Yeah.
I think I looked it up because I wanted to look up who it was. And when I clicked on it, it was like, this guy has mastered the TV death. And I'm like, frick, it spoiled it for me. Chappelle's going to die. And he didn't.
He did.
So
Well, I wonder if they tried to get Chappelle and then he said no. And then they got that guy.
this guy's name is Bokeem Woodbine.
Ah,
That is a pretty cool name.
yeah, it is.
Oh, he was apparently in Spider-Man Homecoming and Queen and Slim. He's gonna be in the Halo show. Okay, so that's about it. But
He was pretty good.
he was good in this show.
I liked him.
Yeah, I liked him. He was that kind of like chaotic, neutral kind of guy. Like that. I'm waiting for the lawful evil. That's like my favorite villain archetype.
Mhm.
That is,
I'm sure that'll come in the next season or two.
I'm
You gotta
not
cover the
sure.
bases.
The only time I've seen it is in the Netflix Western show Godless, where the frickin' Dumb and Dumber guy plays the lawful evil guy, and he is like awesome. It is so weird. Not Jim Carrey, the other guy.
Yeah, the tall guy.
Yeah, I don't remember what his name is. What's
Dumber.
it? Jeff Daniels.
Mr.
Is that Jeff
Dumber.
Daniels?
Jack Daniels, Jeff Dunham.
It is Jeff Daniels, not
Jeff
Jeff Dunham. Yeah, he played a lawful evil guy in that show, and he's very, very good in that. But yeah, Bokeem was great. What were we saying? Oh, the Midwest thing. Yeah, I think that's why that movie and this show is so successful, because not a lot of
just
things are
interesting.
set in the Midwest. And, usually they're kind of like the butt of the joke where it's like, oh, yeah, you gotta do this, bud. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just a dumb idiot, baby idiot. And now we're killing people. We out here,
An accident.
Well, Lester murdered his wife in cold blood.
Yeah.
And who knows
Yeah,
where
he did do
Lauren
that.
Malvo was from.
Lester's one of those guys that like are just complete pushovers, and then they look up how to be an alpha male on YouTube, and then get sucked into that hole, and he just murders his wife.
Well, it almost seemed like it was an accident. Like his wife was egging him on, and then he hits her with the
And he just kind
hammer.
of went with it. Yeah.
And then she just like dies, and he's like, "Okay, I'll just like beat your head in
I'll
with this
just
hammer."
keep doing that then.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's entertaining. I'm not holding this show seriously at all. I mean, like it tries to be serious at some points, but like I like the somewhat no consequence drama. where
It's
like
just
I'm not
fun schlock.
I don't get suspense at all from this, but I don't need it. 'Cause
No,
it's just entertaining.
no, this isn't like a Breaking Bad
Yeah.
or anything like that where there's like, oh man, I am invested in these characters because next season we're getting a new cast.
Yep.
And that's fun.
I just like seeing how the story plays out.
Yeah, which is really just the appeal of every Coen Brothers movie
Yeah.
or anything. It's just like these guys get into
enjoyable.
themselves into like really stupid predicaments, and it's just seeing how it ends, even if they all die in the end, which I don't think that's ever happened. But well, you never know. Buster Scruggs too. Everybody might die. Well, Buster Scruggs, he died at the end. Spoiler alert.
Wow. Fourth spoiler.
No, that movie came out a while ago. Maybe a couple years ago.
Like
2018.
something like that.
The Coen Brothers are due to drop. That's all I'm gonna say.
Joker
about
2.
that. When did Buster Scruggs come out? 2018. Yeah, they're due. Oh, speaking of, I don't want to detract too much from our Fargo conversation, but you're familiar with the Garfield series of films?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, Bill Murray plays Garfield in that, and
Yeah.
he is very public in his interviews because the person that directed the Garfield films, both Garfield 1 and 2, both of which are starring Bill Murray somehow, uh, when Bill Murray was signing on to do the contract for Garfield movie, he saw that it was directed by Joel Cohen. And he thought that that was Joel Cohen of the Coen brothers. And he was so excited to work with the Coen brothers that he signed a 2-film contract to do the Garfield movies. And then that's like one of the biggest regrets of his career.
That's unlucky.
Yeah.
Don't you have an agent to go through that crap, Bill? Come on.
I don't know. I don't know
He
how
has one now.
that's just the story he tells. So I don't know if it's true and he's just like trying to make up something. you
Oh,
know?
I actually got $15 million, but I'm not going to tell you that. 'cause
I
just
got
make it
bean
seem-
boozled.
Yeah.
I wanted to be on a Coen Brothers movie and then Garfield.
Garfield live action movie.
So that's a funny story I learned. But yeah, Fargo season 2 is pretty epic. Todd was a very good boy.
This is the first role that he wasn't like necessarily a bad guy. So
It's the first thing I've seen him in where he wasn't a bad guy. Although I think he was in Black Panther, right?
was he?
No, Lester was in Black Panther.
Yes,
Yes.
the one white guy.
Yes, he was the
I
one
was gonna
white
say
guy.
I don't think it was Todd.
I feel
Although that
like
would have been funny. There was a lot of good awkward energy there. Would have been cool.
that would have been fun. I don't know what else Todd has been in. I feel like I've seen him in something else. Oh, he's gonna be in that new Scorsese movie. That's right.
As Todd.
As Todd, probably. Oh yeah, he was in The Irishman. That's what else I've seen him in. He was also in
I could
Like
see him
Mike.
as a Scorsese guy.
Yeah,
See him fitting into the.
I mean he was pretty good in The Irishman from what I remember. I mean they didn't have to digitally de-age him, so that was probably the
good.
best part of the movie,
Yeah.
honestly. Did you like The Irishman? Comment down below if you did, because I've never met anybody who wasn't a pretentious film snob who liked that movie. So, I'm interested to see,
Yeah.
Anyways, that's about all I have to say. Fargo 2 is pretty
Okay.
good. Fargo 3 has Ewan McGregor in it, which is pretty cool. When I was
Yeah.
scrolling through Hulu and I saw his face, I thought he was Bryan Cranston, and that's why I got excited. But that was not who I saw. I saw
I
Ewan
think I'd
McGregor.
like it if it was Bryan Cranston.
I could see Bryan Cranston being in something campy. He kind of is all over the place.
Yeah, but I mean, he's already kind of been in Breaking Bad's too similar to Fargo for him to be a main role.
Yeah, that's true.
It would just kind of be like a rip-off situation.
Yeah. But, never say never. Bryan Cranston is an enigma.
I want to see the goofy guy, without
goofy
prior knowledge, because we've seen Bryan Cranston as scary bald guy.
Oh,
So if I saw him as goofy guy again in another series, then have him transition again, it wouldn't be the same.
right. I don't think he's like a goofy guy, but he kind of does like a bunch of different.
I've seen
weird-
Malcolm in the Middle. He's a pretty goofy guy.
Yeah, like a while ago. I don't
Yeah.
think he does too many like goofy, campy family
I think he
movies.
could again.
He could. I'm not gonna rule it out. He's a great actor. He can do whatever he wants.
He can even play a wheelchair guy.
It's like, did he? Yeah, he did. That was that Kevin Hart movie. Fun fact: that's a remake of a French movie I saw.
That's crazy.
From what I understand, the French movie is better. Of
As they
people who have
probably
seen both.
typically
Yeah, what was that?
As they probably typically are.
Well, I mean,
American adaptations usually aren't as good.
yeah. I don't know how many American adaptations of.
Of just anything, they're not usually that good.
That's true. Man, I'm so worried about that freaking Train to Busan American remake. That movie's so solid. Also, there's that other Korean movie that was remade. Old Boy was remade by Spike Lee. Well, I get Spike Lee and Spike Jones confused.
It's a Spike Jones joint.
That's why I had to work it through my head. But yeah, he remade Old Boy and he made it really stupid. And Old Boy, the Korean movie, is awesome. It's like it has like one of the most famous fighting scenes ever, where it's like this guy like wakes up in a hallway and he has a hammer and he like takes out like 30 guys with a hammer. It's pretty awesome. And he kisses his daughter. But
dude.
Don't tell anyone I told you that.
Whoa.
That may or may not be a spoiler.
Yep.
Watch Old Boy.
No.
I don't know if it's on anything. So, it's pretty fun. It's about a guy who gets imprisoned for 15 years for no reason, and then he gets out, and then he's like, why was I in prison? And then nobody gives him an answer. Well, yeah. But, that's a little bit of
Happens to the best of us, I suppose.
Yeah. It's a little bit of the Joker's twist. So, that's a podcast.
You can end it.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing it.
3.